There we go. Hey! Ba-da-dun-da.
We're here.
We still don't have the music yet, the intro music. I need something. I can't just jump in. I need some kind of drum roll build up. And again, of course, that's my fault for not going on YouTube free music.
We gotta have
Every
music.
week I do this. Well, you had just mentioned to me that you have an instrument called a hammer time dulcimer. What's it called? Hammer time?
Hammer time.
Is it called hammer time?
It's a hammered dulcimer.
A hammered dulcimer.
You're the only one who does not know what that is.
Myself and the rest of America and the world are the only ones that does not know.
I'll bet you Steve knows.
I look over into the corner. We're preparing to do the show. I see this interesting. Now, there's a lot of interesting objects. I wish you could. Maybe one day we'll take a panoramic view that Jeff has here in the studio. And I noticed, what do we got on the bottom there? We do have fish.
That's your fish tank.
I love the fact. Thank you for the fish. So I look into the corner of the room and I see this interesting, look like a table. I say, "Oh, you have a drafting table? I didn't know you were part-time aspiring architect." He says, "No." Looks at me like I just landed from Mars. That's a hammered dulcimer?
Yes.
Which, by the way, is very expensive in Queens right now. If you went in there and tried to get a hammered dulcimer, you go, but go to Queens Boulevard. They're the best. If you want to get
them on the black market.
Get yourself a hammered dulcimer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure. Ask for Vicky. Go to the third floor. She's great. But I say, he looks at me and he goes, "You've never look. What?
Who doesn't know that?
I'm asking you people, you squares. Do you know what a hammered dulcimer is? I thought that was a drunk German individual, but apparently I'm wrong. Dulcimer. A hammered dulcimer.
That's good.
But it's not. It's a... Tell us.
It is a medieval instrument.
It's a medieval torture chamber. It's a medieval instrument. Where would people have... Where would they might have heard this?
In medieval music.
In medieval music.
Listen to the soundtrack of Lord of the Rings. You'll hear it.
Lord of the Rings.
If you're a David Arkenstone fan, you'll hear it in his music.
Okay.
If you go to a Renaissance festival upstate New York,
sure,
you hear them everywhere.
I'm always there. I love the Renaissance. I'm a Renaissance man. One of my favorite, would it be in, like I saw, one of my favorite movies is Brave, which was, the animated, kind of Celtic-ish, she's, it's in that kind of
you may hear that in the soundtrack.
But it's along, you guys get the idea. Yeah. So it's an interesting, and it can be played with a bow.
There's bows, and you can play it like a guitar or the hammers.
Which one do you have?
That's the hammered one.
That's the hammered one.
Yes.
Okay, so obviously hammered. Play with hammers. And I'm a drummer, as you all know, so I might be able to play the hammered dulcimer. Now, by the way, in case you thought you just walked into a medieval show, this is the Steve Squared Show. You did not tune into the wrong thing. Don't you hate that? Sometimes I do that. I tune into something in the middle and I don't know. I have to check the info guide to make sure I'm in the right. So you are on the Steve Squared Show. And of course, it's Memorial Day.
Yes, it is.
So I came prepared.
Look at that.
Red, white, and blue.
Mr. Patriot.
Oh, sure. I always like to, don some red, white, and blue.
There you go.
I like to rep, give a shout out to our vets.
Very good.
And to
thank you for your service, everybody.
And all the servicemen and women who are all over the world, and to all the vets out there. And so that's I always say this every year. I never know, and I'm sure most people don't know what Memorial Day is other than a barbecue feast. But I never know what to say. Like, you say Happy Memorial Day. It's such a weird thing to say Happy Memorial Day because it's a day of remembrance. It's more not a somber day, but it's,
I have never said Happy Memorial Day in my life.
Yeah, people send me that. I had, they might say Happy Memorial Day, or I'm like, Happy Memorial Day. Why is it happy? Well, I guess it's happy because you have the day off.
If I see somebody in the military, I just thank you.
Something like that. That's so that's a good, if you have something that you could do today, maybe post something or say a thank you or whatever, even if you just have a moment to think and give a shout out. Maybe you have a relative that did something. I would never have done well in the military. I'm not a military guy. I don't think I would have done well. Well,
You're in good shape. You could
yeah. Well, it's not a shape thing. It's more of a. I'm more of. I like my alone time. I don't want to be yelled at. I really don't enjoy being yelled at. That's something that wouldn't go well with
So
me.
it's the drill sergeant.
That stuff I wouldn't enjoy.
Okay.
I don't want to be yelled. I don't want to. I'm not. I can't. I'm not a good bed maker. You have to really tighten those sheets.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta tighten them.
Yeah.
You gotta drop a coin so it comes up. And again, when you drop a coin on the bed, it will not be a penny.
No, it will not.
It will not be a penny. I'll tell you.
Finally.
Oh, finally! I love the penny.
It's about time.
About how dare you? Let me
Abolish all change.
all change.
All of it.
Oh, you're going all change.
Get rid of it. I want it all gone.
Oh my God! Wait, hold on. I gotta find the penny story.
And abolish paper money while you're at it, please.
Oh, Jeff wants to do away with all money.
Get rid of all of it.
I'd rather do away with bills. It says here the U.S. Mint has made last order of its 1 cent blanks.
Good.
It's been the U.S. Mint has been told the U.S. Mint, which is delicious gum, right? By the way.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love
I
a
agree.
good piece of U.S. Mint right after dinner. Delicious. Is saying to stop production of the penny. Abraham Lincoln. Now he's only got the $5 bill. He's done off the penny. So let me see if I have a penny on me.
You know how much it costs to make a penny?
4 cents.
3 cents.
I heard 4.
Under 3.
Is that right?
Under 4.
Yeah, it's around the 4.
3.7
Yeah, yeah.
cents.
So it doesn't make sense.
Just to make a penny. Exactly.
It
No
doesn't
sense at
make
all.
sense. I'm a guy of puns.
Absolutely.
I love my puns. Anyway, so they're going to be doing away with the penny, which I'll tell you, if they do, my first stop is Dunkin' Donuts because I sometimes go there to buy a cup of coffee.
Mm.
You know, if I'm stopping by the folks, like a cup of coffee. And it's they've raised it to $3.03. And nobody ever, and that's what it comes out to. And nobody ever has the 3 cents. And now, of course, they're doing that to make you. So you have $3, and they never said, forget the 3. They give you, if you give them $4, they give you 97 cents change. And now you're sitting there with change falling out of your pocket in the car. And now it's gone. And then again, even with all that change, I go in again. I forget the 3 cents. So that's my first stop. I'm going to tell them stop with the 3 cents. They're not making pennies anymore. So either make it $3 or I'm getting coffee somewhere else.
You know what I do? I put my card in the machine.
You could do that too, but for $3,
Of course.
$3, that's not worth it.
I don't use cash. I haven't used cash in years.
Cash is king, baby.
Unless somebody gives me cash for some reason, I don't carry it.
Cash. You know, what if your card gets lost or you cash? You got good hard cash.
So unnecessary.
Cold hard cash. Johnny Cash.
I am ahead of my time. You people need to catch up.
What are you running around with Bitcoin? That's what they should do away with.
Oh, fucking Bitcoin. That's another thing.
So you're an airplane guy. Did you have any interest to see the Thunderbirds? Is that what they're called? The big air show at Jones Beach? Do they fly? Do you see it fly over at all or hear it?
I hear them over the
I hear them, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. When you live on Long Island, and especially on the South Shore, you'll hear them rehearsing and practicing.
Yeah. They'll shake your house.
They'll shake your house. If you hear, by the way, the house shaking or the studio, outside there seems to be a big Memorial Day rockin' party going on. Yep. One of Jeff's favorite songs was just on "Don't Stop Believing" by Journey.
Yes.
Jeff's a big Steve Perry fan. Loves the Journey. If you find Jeff on Instagram or any social media, which he's not on,
so sick of Journey.
Send him some of your favorite Journey songs. Jeff is a big Journey fan. Don't Stop Believing.
It's awful.
Jeff, stop believing.
It's awful.
Jeff doesn't believe in Journey.
Ugh.
All right. So anyway, you might hear a little back noise. It's actually gotten a little better.
They turned it down.
They turned it down a little bit. They knew we were doing the Steve. They all went in the house to watch the Steve Square show, I think.
They're watching in the backyard.
I hope so. Put it on the big screen. Oh,
Absolutely.
Boy. To see the Steve Square show on a giant screen in your backyard as the sun drips down in the backlit moonlight. I can't think of anything more romantic.
Steve Squared in IMAX.
The Steve Squared in IMAX. Sit down with a nice fire pit, marshmallows roasting, and you have this.
Absolutely.
It doesn't get any better.
This is the greatest thing.
I honestly don't know what could get better.
What else do you need but this show?
And maybe a Thunderbird plane flies right through your backyard.
Absolutely.
Just right through. A guy parachutes right on your front lawn. Right onto the barbecue pit. Love the barbecue pit. Do you have a barbecue pit?
No.
You don't do the barbecue thing?
No.
Okay. What are you gonna do? Are you a barbecue guy?
I haven't had a barbecue in years.
No. Well, I always ask you this. Are you vegetarian?
No.
No.
I stopped eating red meat.
Me too. Yeah, but you okay. So they had the air show.
Mm-hmm. When was it? Yesterday?
It was the weekend, Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 3. And they said it was almost 200,000 people flocked to Jones Beach to sit on the immovable parking lot known as the Wanto Parkway or Ocean Parkway.
It was a big accident.
What is wrong with people? What are you doing? You could go out to your backyard and see it. Do you have to go down? People are not happy unless they have that hot rays of sunlight hitting their face for hours so they can then you see them afterwards. You always know the afterwards. People go to like a store or something and just burnt red.
Yeah, awful.
Burnt red, and they're buying, fruit salad or something stupid.
Dumb.
I'm going on my boat.
I could have probably been to Town Park yesterday and watched it from there.
That's what I'm saying.
Probably.
There's a million other. What are you gonna go? People just want to do what everybody else does. So red, white, and blue. Here we go. So that was the Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
Now here's my problem. I always have a problem. This show, the air show, was sponsored by 4-Leaf.
Yeah.
4-Leaf Credit Union. Can you see that? See that? If you've ever watched the 4-Leaf Credit Union commercial, it's very bothersome to me.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, I'll show it to you.
I turn off commercial.
They have women dancing around in some kind of kata, I believe it's called,
Kata?
or a robe,
Okay.
maybe something.
Couldn't just say robe, really?
No. Well, you couldn't say banjo.
It's not a banjo.
You say tomato, I say tomato. Let's call the whole thing.
It's a whole different thing.
It's not a whole different thing. Is a kata the same as a robe? But it's a whole different thing. Anyway, they're in some kind of loose-fitting, robe-ish kata with the tights, and they're all dancing around in a circle, holding hands, and it says, "Bank like a woman." As if a
What
woman...
the hell does that mean?
I don't know. But
How do you bank like a woman?
that's what the commercial says. Bank like a woman. And they're all dancing around holding each other's hands.
That's idiotic.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And it's not a feminist thing or something like, I'm like, oh, they shouldn't bank like... What does that even mean? Bank like women and men bank same, different? What are you saying? Like, is that just a bank for women? I don't know.
Do they deposit their money any differently than I do?
So, that turned me off. 4-Leaf. I will never bank at 4-Leaf. Imagine if they had a commercial with a bunch of guys dancing around in loose-fitting robes saying "Bank like a man," "Bank like a man," and they're all dancing around, holding each other's hands.
All hell would break loose.
All hell would break loose. What does that expression mean? When it says "all hell would break loose," what does that mean exactly?
It means all hell would break loose. A lot of people getting mad.
Okay. Because you say expressions, but we never know what they mean. All hell break loose. You don't want hell to break loose. You want to keep hell tight. You don't want it breaking loose. Trust me, it's broken loose many a time in my aura. You don't want it. Anyway, what else we got? We had a lot of stuff on the thing here. We had a lot of things on the gamut. So the penny's gone.
Goodbye, Penny.
You saw Mission Impossible this weekend.
I did.
Tell me about it. Yes or no? Yay or nay?
If you have 3 hours to spare, I absolutely recommend going to see Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. It's a quick 3 hours.
It's a quick 3 hours?
Really, really, really good movie. It's the best one of all.
It's the best one, huh?
Yeah. Of all 7, it's the best one.
I haven't seen any of them, so.
Out of the freaking park. He went beyond.
Really? I'm surprised, because are you a Tom Cruise or a Mission Impossible fan? Did you like them all? See them all?
They were all good, yes.
They were all good. So you really locked into
this one was really well done.
Do they all connect, or is it just
This definitely connects with
something, one of the others?
Yes.
Do you need to see another Mission Impossible to see it, or?
To understand the references, you should.
Okay. Which one?
Uh,
And don't tell me all of them because I don't have a quick 12 hours.
you should probably see 5 and 6.
That's not happening.
Why not?
I don't want to.
You're going to make me watch The Godfather.
I'm not making you watch The Godfather. Well, first of all, it's one movie, and that, believe me, that's a quick 6-hour movie. It flies by. You don't even feel the 6 hours.
No problem.
I never felt 6 hours go by as fast as I did when I watched The Godfather.
I absolutely recommend. 2
All
thumbs up, Mission Impossible 7, The Final Reckoning.
All
Go
right.
see it.
All right, I'm going to write that down. Mission Impossible, thumbs up. We got a Mission Impossible. Meanwhile, they took the name of, which I can't use now, was the memoir to my life story. Mission Impossible. That was going to be the title of my book. Mission Impossible. The Steve story. Chapter 1. I was bored. And it went downhill from there. I need a better rural story, I found out. I need some, like a harder upbringing, or you know what I'm saying? I need to come from somewhere rougher, harder. I need a better story, I feel, than
Master Peak was not hard enough.
That's not. No, you need something. By the way.
Uh-oh.
Congratulations to said Massapequa Park on being named, and this is not me making this up, and Steve can verify it if he calls in. Let me get to my phone so I can show people that I'm not a liar. I am not. Come on.
What has Massapequa Park done? Did they vote down Amazon already? That's how what they've done?
No, this is way better than that. Way better. Best in New York, U.S. News and World Report determined its rankability that, hold on a minute, Massapequa Park ranked the top places to live in the country, #1 place to live in New York. Number
Massapequa
1.
Park?
Massapequa Park.
What the hell is so good about this?
What? How dare you? And it says here, this is from the supervisor, Joseph, now I can't think of his last name, Saladino.
Okay.
Joseph Saladino, good friend of mine. I met him at a car show. Shook my hand. He shook my hand and he said, "How much you think all this cost?" I said, "I don't know. It's a parking lot. How much did it cost?" "More than you make in a week." How does he know what I did in a week? It says Massapequa Park is #1, and we couldn't be prouder. U.S. News and World Report ranking of Massapequa Park as the best, not Massapequa, not those schlubs in Massapequa. Forget them. That was about 498th. That's what Steve was. I can't wait to grab him because I think so. I don't know if Steve's Massapequa Park. Call in, Steve, if you watch. I got to figure this out. As the best place to live in New York State is a shining testament to the town of Oyster Bay's unbeatable quality of life, safe neighborhoods, serial killers. We have a lot of serial killers. Okay. We stand #1 in that as well.
Now I understand.
Oh, sure.
You
and
Massapequans.
It's vibrant downtown and strong sense of community that makes Massapequa Park truly second to none. Second to none.
What's vibrant about downtown Massapequa?
We've always known it. Now the entire nation does. You tell them, Joe. That's right. Well, the Chiefs, which seems like we'll be allowed to call them ourselves soon enough. Go Chiefs. I don't know what to tell you. Don't look so confused. Who did you think it was? Wyandanch?
I figured it would be.
I'm going to lose my Wyandanch viewers.
It would be the jewel of Long Island, Copic. I don't know.
I don't know if that's a jewel. That's more of a Hammerdulfel.
It's barely on the map.
Dusseldeutsch. Which, by the way, you know, that instrument sounds a lot like John Denver's first name. Do you know what his real first name is? Henry Duschendorf.
Henry Duschendorf?
That's John Denver's first name. You can look it up. Yep.
Henry Duschendorf.
Yep. It's like Dutch or something. He changed it to John Denver. That's a true story. Well, it's not a story, it's a fact.
I think somebody made fun of him in school. That's why he changed it.
I would do it. Not if everybody else was named that. Maybe he went to school where everybody was Duschendorf. They were all douches. Lots of douches in his school. But he sang Rocky Mountain High. So
Yes, he did.
he's better. So so Karate Kid comes out this week. I know you're going to be the first to line up for that, wearing a kata. You see how I tie it together? It doesn't look promising, I'll say that, but I might be interested to view it. I don't know.
I wouldn't go for free.
Jackie Chan?
I refuse.
You talk about the jewel of Long Island. It doesn't get any better than Ralph Macchio. Ralph Macchio. It just rolls off the tongue. Ralph Macchio. They're naming a ice cream after him. Ralph Macchiato.
Macchiato.
A macchiato. They're going to name a coffee after him. Ralph Macchiato.
Yeah, you're going along to that one.
All right. I'm telling you, this might be. It's going to be terrible. I know it is. I know. Well, but I don't know. I'll tell you what else is terrible. Let me share what else is terrible. So, well, first of all, did you see this? This is not so terrible. I thought it was a cute idea, but it bothered me on a couple of levels. The University of Delaware had as its commencement speaker, did you see this? Kermit the Frog.
Stop it.
Not kidding. They had a Kermit, and he gave a real sweet commencement speech about togetherness and things like that. Why they did it was because that was the alma mater of Jim Henson. Excuse me.
All right, I did it.
So they, tried to connect it, and it was cute. If you watch it, YouTube it, it was good.
Right.
And he's the frog, but as someone who is nostalgic, the voice doesn't sound like the original Kermit.
Of course not.
It's never going to be. And it was close. And if you're not someone that's attuned to it or you would be like, that's Kermit, because that's maybe what you grew up with. But YouTube, or if you can, for those of you out there that care, after you finish YouTubing what a Dushendorf is, a hammered Dushendorf, by the way, then you go and you can search the voice of Kermit with Jim Henson and compare them and tell me what you think. But the speech was okay, but they had him dressed in a little cap and a little thing, and it was cute, whatever. But these honorary doctorate degrees that they hand out like candy to celebrities and everybody, they have come speak at our thing. Robert De Niro or something, or Al Pacino. These are
They didn't do that, did they?
No, but this goes on all the time. How celebrities are asked to speak, and they go and they tell athletes, hey, Shaquille O'Neal, give him a doctorate. This guy can't spell his name, and then they have him with a robe and he's a doctor. These celebrities all of a sudden carry this thing because of their gravitas, that all of a sudden they can tell you how to live life. Give you the weeds, the pearls of wisdom. If you too can be 7'2" and 278 pounds, you could be in the NBA. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you people. Where's the buffet? Congratulations. Go out in the regular world for everybody that's under 7'9".
They didn't give one to the puppet, right? At least some of the.
Well, no, I don't know. I'm sure they didn't. But I'm saying, so why I'm leading up to this whole thing, because it is graduation time, commencement time, and all of the nonsense. I see here, and I'm very excited. This is very exciting. It seems that Kim Kardashian, the great Kim Kardashian, Kim Kardashian, is
Just sick of that name.
Is a step closer to becoming a lawyer. I guess her bank account's close to getting down to $1 trillion, and she needs to have some security in her retirement. I mean, you can't live on a couple of $1 billion in the bank.
What idiot is going to let that woman on the bar?
Well, first of all, you got to love California. I'm a big California fan. So what happens in California? She didn't go to law school. I said, did Kim Kardashian sit in law school?
It's impossible.
Excuse me, can I borrow your pen? So, no. What goes on here, and I read, and I said, this can't be. It says the 44-year-old entrepreneur and reality TV star posted several images and video to her Instagram from a small private ceremony at the Beverly Hills Hotel, where she smiled and donned a graduation cap. It says she was mentored by a lawyer in the program. It says Kim Kardashian walked into this program with nothing but a fierce determination to fight for justice. So what it does, California allows people to study under a lawyer or a judge. I bet she studied under a bunch of judges.
You think?
Woo! Woo! You like that? Woo!
What are you, Lucasella?
Let me try that again. I bet Kim Kardashian studied under a bunch of judges. Woo! It says as an alternative to law school. I think that law is only for her. So there. Now you know her father was a lawyer.
Yeah, he was on the OJ trial.
He was on the OJ trial.
That's the only reason why Kim has a name.
Well, that and a few other things.
If not for that, no one would know who
that and three other things. But yes, that's probably the main reason. Yes, her father, the late Robert Kardashian, was on the OJ Simpson team, getting OJ off.
No moron.
Well, he got his anyway, Robert Kardashian.
Yep.
So, but it doesn't end there.
Ugh.
Because we love our famous people. We want to give them more. More is not enough. To have the world is not enough. We have to give them more. They demand it and they should get it. Having all the money in the world, all the fame is not enough. Let's let them be a lawyer. And we'll make up a rule that says they don't have to go and do it the right way.
Guarantee she never tries one case.
I
guarantee.
She's my first call if I get arrested. I am calling Kim Kardashian. I want her on my legal team.
No one's hired.
Oh, yeah.
No one's hired.
Oh, yeah.
I refuse to believe that.
1-800-KIMMY.
There can't be anyone dumb enough. Well.
Right here. I would call her. She's repping me. Soon as my first, I'm telling you, as soon as it's going to happen too.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Now, it's not just Kim Kardashian who's a scholarly now person of astute, she's risen above the tawdry nonsense that she's known for and made all her money for. She's now a lawyer, someone that we hold in high esteem. But the famous or infamous Cardi B, we all love Cardi B. You're a big Cardi B fan. You have a big poster right there of Cardi B.
Yes, I'm sure I do.
Cardi B is going to receive the prestigious ASPCA. No, that's for animals. ASCAP award. Which is, I'll tell you in a minute. The American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers.
Why? What the hell did she do?
Said Wednesday that the 32-year-old recording artist will receive the Voice of the Culture Award. Now, by the way, this is a woman that raps about her private parts. But she rhymes them really well. She does. Stop it.
Is that who you want as the ambassador of a culture?
I do.
Cardi B?
I want a dream team of her telling me the new voice of a generation, and then when I'm in jail, having Kim Kardashian get me out.
I don't get it.
That's the team. That's the dream team right there. What do you think about that? Usher was the recipient last year. Well, there you go.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, John Stamos. You like John Stamos?
He does some good stuff.
He's going to be performing with the Beach Boys.
Yeah, I don't need to see that.
At the Jones Beach Theater this summer. What? No? You don't think? No? What? Maybe?
I don't need to see John Stamos sing.
No? Down the beach in Kokomo.
No.
No?
No.
Is that a beach song? Is that a Beach Boys song?
Yes, Kokomo.
Kokomo?
Kokomo. It's one of the last songs they wrote.
Is that right?
I think so.
John Stamos, July 5th. You want to go?
No.
Okay.
I'll pass on that.
All right. I'll probably be watching Karate Kid that day anyway. That's the day after July 4th. That should be a big day. John Stamos and the Beach Boys. Doesn't get any better than that. July 4th, the Beach Boys and John Stamos. Better known for Full House.
If his ex-wife was there, I might go.
Who's his ex-wife?
Rebecca Romaine.
Rebecca
Romaine.
Who is she?
She played Mystique in X-Men.
Oh. You see, he knows all that stuff.
Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
Oh, here it is. Mission Impossible.
There you go.
Let's see what they say. Because if Newsday says to do it, I'll do it. I don't go by you. I don't trust this guy.
Who do you think Newsday gets their information from?
I don't know.
Newsday calls me.
Do they? Then give them the number give them my number because I got a bone to pick with Newsday. I got a lot of things to vote in. A thrilling jolt of pure summer fun.
There you go.
It's 2 hours and 49 minutes. Agent Ethan Hunt and his team battle an all-powerful AI called the Entity. Wow. Vanity Fair says, if this is indeed the end of Cruise's globetrotting and daring do, Final Reckoning is a worthy send-off.
Yep.
Seattle Times, which I, by the way, am a subscriber to. I love the Seattle Times.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing like a cup of Ralph Macchiato and listening to the sweet sounds of Journey while reading the Seattle Times.
Yes.
That's how Jeff spends his weekends.
Yeah.
Sipping on a little bit of Ralph Macchiato. It says, a competent, smart, expensive, how do they know what the budget was? And sometimes thrilling action movie, says the Seattle Times. Rolling Stone. Cruise can let Hunt rest and bask in the glory of a mission well accomplished. Boy, they are all on Tom Cruise's payroll. Mm. They're all just sucking on this.
They're not wrong.
They're just kissing this guy's butt.
I would go see that again.
Good luck.
I'd see that. I want to go see it in IMAX.
Have fun. Because you'll be seeing that. I'm not going to see that. I am not. Let's see how much Cruise made this weekend. As good as you say, and as Seattle Times gives it a good review, it still has not topped Lilo and Stitch. People loved them, some Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, it's all the kids.
145 million. Mission Impossible, 63 million. Doesn't sound too good. Was this the first weekend?
Yeah.
I don't know, 63 million for Mission Impossible? Wouldn't you think more? At least 100?
This weekend?
Opening weekend? Memorial Day weekend? Is that a movie weekend or is that most people are away? No, maybe that. Lilo and Stitch didn't have a problem.
Because all the kids want to go out to see that shit.
Lilo and Stitch, 145.
That's all the parents wanting to get the kids out of the house.
You want to know how much Hurry Up Tomorrow made?
Who?
There you go.
$1?
740,000. That's not even enough to pay the gaffers. They're gonna have to call the guys in. Look, do you think we do take post-dated checks? Hi, we loved your work on the movie. Unfortunately, you will not be paid. But help yourself to the craft table. There's some sour milk over there. Enjoy a nice cup of Ralph Macchiato. We can't pay you on this movie because Hurry Up Tomorrow ended. Hurry Up out of the box office is what it did. The Accountant 2, not so good.
That was a good movie.
2 million.
Not as good as the first one. But it was good.
The Last Rodeo. Sinners? You wanted to see Sinners, didn't you?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Thunderbolts. You said that was a good, Marvel. Good. You saw that, right? Thunderbolts made 9. Movies just don't make money anymore. Final Destination. 19 million. Not too good. I'm not too impressed with these movies. I'm not too impressed. I was speaking of movies. What? Give me a time check here.
It is 7:03.
7:03, and I'll give you the temperature of the number one ranked. Well, we're not in that place right now, but I'll give you the temperature anyway. We are on Long Island, so let me give you a temperature. It's 73 right now in Cupertino. You know where that is?
No.
California. And it's 69 in the great state of New York. 69.
Okay.
Mostly partly cloudy, partly sunny. You all having your now they had are you a parade guy? Do you enjoy parades?
No.
I love a parade. I was back in the day, I marched. I was a drummer and marched in parades. I would have it was May. This was back when May used to be you okay?
Yeah.
This was back when May used to be really scorching hot. Like everything has changed now, the temperature wise, but May used to be, you used to get 90. It was summer by May. And I would be wearing a wool, flannel, whatever cloth they wore in the Civil War, whatever material that they made these soldiers wear in the Civil War to go fight. That's what I wore. And then I put a 600-pound drum on my shoulders and would march around the town. Ever since then, I've had woken up with hot sweat dreams of being in a marching parade. It's like I have PTSD. Forget Vietnam. Forget Korea. All the wars, those guys. I have true PTSD from marching in those hot
parade.
Inchworms in front of my face like this. I had to duck them out of the way. Remember when we had inchworms?
Yeah.
was another fun thing long gone as a child.
Yeah.
Mr. Softy and Inchworms, such great childhood memories.
Yeah.
So the inchworm has made its way, is gone. I don't know where they went. But they were falling from the trees on your face, on my drum. I was drumming. What a nightmare. But I see people today, and they were with their strollers, and people love parades for some reason. And I don't
get it.
I don't get it. I don't understand the parade. I mean, I like that they're recognizing, and they should. If there's ever a parade, it should be on Memorial Day, because they should. That's at least I get it a little bit. It's a recognition. They're marching.
Yes.
So that I get, and that is a good thing. But there's a lot of parades I don't get. Like nationality parades, Italian, this, that,
like
all the parades
parade.
that recognize all different. Like, no, what are you marching for? Just stop it. Stop marching.
You don't stand around watching a bunch of people walk.
Twirling a baton, hitting a bass drum, bag flights. I think I even saw somebody playing the Dusseldorf.
I got better things to do.
I got better things to do. I don't want to watch that.
Stupid.
Me and Jeff agree. Stupid.
Parades.
I love a parade. The trumpet sound, the trumpet.
Nobody loves parades.
People do. There was a lot of people at this parade.
They're pretending to like it.
Oh no, they love it. Waving flags. Hey, now that's nice. Okay. We were speaking about movies, and I wanted to get your opinion. There was a thing about famous one-liners, great one-liners. Did you have a movie that was, or do you have a favorite one-liner? Or a few big movie quotes, one-liners that were your.
I don't have any favorites.
Any memorable ones?
Oh, may the force be with you.
May the force be with you. That's an obvious one, and that's one we use in our daily lexicon. That has translated.
What we do in life echoes in eternity.
Where's that from?
Gladiator.
Okay, that's very good. I like that.
I can't think of any. I'll be back.
I'll be back.
See, there you go.
You want me to do my Arnold?
No.
How dare you? How dare you say not for me to do my Arnold?
I denied the Arnold.
Did you see that? How fast he said it too. He didn't think. He said no.
No.
Which means I'll do it. I'll be back.
Not a tumor.
3 words and they give me $600 million. It's the only 3 words I knew. I came to America. They said, say I'll be back. It took me 3 weeks to learn it. And then they give me piles of money. I didn't know where to do with it. They said, put it in a bank. I said, what's that?
Get to the chopper.
Put it in the chopper. I don't need pennies. I got cash. They should put my face on a penny. It's huge. I can't even fit on a penny because I'm so huge. My shoulders will come off the penny. You need 2 pennies. Let's see what I like. I have I'll be back too. That's funny. You can't handle the truth.
Yeah.
You can't handle the truth, Jack. From with Tom Cruise. Speaking of that's A Few Good Men. You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah, Jaws.
Jaws, one of my favorites.
They're here.
They're here. There you go. Yeah. You talking to me?
You talking to me? Oh, here comes the De Niro.
Are you talking to me? Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Mm-hmm.
I love that one because I think that's you can use that at any time, even though that was in a long time ago movie, Gone with the Wind, great Clark Gable. Yeah. I think I've said that to many people. I say it all the time. I just said it in North Shore Farms. A woman said, "Are you having a nice day?" I said, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn."
Yeah.
There's no place like home.
Yeah.
I know it's corny, but yeah, it's Wizard of Oz. As if I love that from Clueless. As if
I've never seen Clueless.
Oh my God, Jeff!
I've never seen Clueless.
Okay. Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Okay.
I mean, these are not my favorites, but these are just lines that people know.
This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
There you go.
You see? Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible. You can't. Nobody puts baby. That's Dirty Dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Lions and Tigers and Bears. Oh my. Mm-hmm. Lions and Tigers and Bears. Again, Wizard of Oz. Uh,
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
yeah, you go. Yippee
Mhm.
ki yay! That's a Bruce Willis
There
classic.
you go.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Yeah, there you go. Tombstone.
That's Val, right? Val Kilmer
Kilmer, yeah.
playing Doc.
Yeah,
There
Doc
you go.
Holliday.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so there's some. Yeah, there was some. I feel the need. The need for speed. That's of course Top Gun. They didn't have a good line from the second Top Gun. There's no, they didn't give you that big line like they did in the first one.
It didn't.
Sequels never have because you can't.
Yeah, guess not.
Adrian, just Adrian. Yo, Adrian. That's it. Yo, Adrian. That's it right there.
Knock knock Neo.
What's it?
Knock knock Neo.
What's that?
Matrix.
See, I didn't watch it. Didn't Keanu have another Wick movie that just came out? He's at the Cannes Film Festival talking about another Wick movie. Or it didn't come out yet?
They're doing they did one called Ballerina, which is in the world of John Wick.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's like a spin-off or something. He plays the same character.
It happens between John Wick 3 and 4.
Okay. I love how they try to fit things in the sequel and pretend that it's like, oh, well, this happened in Jaws, between Jaws 1 and 2, he had a baby shark, and it's a prequel Jaws. Nonsense. Stop with your prequels driving people crazy. Just put it in order. If you're making it now, it's there. It's now. Now is not then. It's not now. It's now. Now is not then. It's not before. It's not after. And it's not between. It's now. Stop confusing me.
When will then be now?
Now. Now is now. Well, what happened was it happened then. What you're watching now. What is that from? Do you remember that?
Yes, Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
When will then be now?
He goes, the movie's out, but we're still making it. He goes, that's the new thing about digital VCR. What we're doing now is happening now. You see? This is now. He goes, what happened to then? We passed then. That's over. He goes, when will the movie come out? When? After it's done, then it will happen. He goes, when? He goes, exactly. He goes, ooh, and his thing shuts down. It's one of the great scenes. I love Mel Brooks. That is a great scene of any movie. Watch that.
That's the same combination I have in my luggage.
He goes 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. He goes, that's my luggage company. Oh man, that's a great one. What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken? He goes, prepare to go to warp speed.
Ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed.
Go.
He goes, we passed them. We're in Plaid.
They went to Plaid.
It's not easy being green. I can't do Kermit.
Yeah, please don't.
Oh, no. You want me to do Kermit as Arnold?
No. No.
I'm a plug and it was unbelievable.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Here are the 7. Well, before I do that, did you know they're doing a documentary on HBO? It's actually a little interesting on Pee Wee Herman. It was hours of interview, and then they didn't know he was sick. He didn't tell them.
Mm.
And he passed away, and they compiled it into a 3-part series that's on HBO now. Mm. I watched a little bit of it. It's interesting. His name was Paul Rubens, and how he created the character, and his father was this really interesting man. He describes he was a daredevil pilot. Mm. He trained the Israeli military to fly certain ways. Like he moved the family all over to he was a circus, just this crazy guy, So and
he became Pee Wee Herman.
He created the most nerdish, characterish thing, and he did it as a stand-up comedy. He was doing stand-up like a comedian, like in a little stage, and then it became this cult character, and then they did a movie which they thought would never make a dime, and it made. Oh, look at this. We're getting this.
Who's calling?
Who's calling? He calls in at 7:15. Hello, you're on the Steve Squared Show.
Oh, is this the Steve Squared Show?
Now, you have reached the Steve Squared Show. Can I help you? We have a call in.
Yeah. I don't know if my car is ready. It's a 2008 Honda Civic.
Yeah, I'm glad you called. That's actually it's a little more than we expected. You brought it in for an oil change. We're gonna need to replace the whole engine and transist mission
Wait, I
system.
just did that last week. How can you tell me you need a new one? I need a new one.
It didn't take. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, you know who it is. It's the other square. It's Steven. What's up, man, Dracena? Steve, Jeff's here too.
Who's here?
Jeff and me.
Jeff is here. Oh my God,
What's up,
Jeff
bud?
is here.
We're in the studio. He said, "What's up?"
You're in the studio?
No,
Oh,
we're
Jeff's studio.
we're in Jeff's studio. Yes, which is
Jeff's studio.
AKA his home.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, no studio. Tony was on Memorial Day hiatus. Now,
Yeah, I figured that.
I
this
have
was
to
the
play
case.
something, Steve. Are you home or are you watching the show?
I'm home, but I don't have a computer on.
All right. So hang on just a moment. I want to cue something up for Memorial Day. Jeff is queuing it up now. I have to show people this. It's incredible. It's 2 minutes. It's the national anthem, but it's from the Toledo Mud Hens game. Okay.
Oh, the Toledo Mud Hens.
You're a
of
big
course.
fan of the Toledo Mud Hens. I know you are. Now, I hope
know of them. They're like huge.
Right.
I mean, they're like a big.
right.
They have a following.
Oh, sure. So they had an artist that did a painting during the national anthem. He had to work very fast because the national anthem is 2 minutes, 2 and change, if that.
True.
And so, Jeff, you tell me when you're ready to play it.
I can play it right now.
Okay, so we're gonna just hang tight for 1 second. Oh wait, don't start it yet. All right, it started. Can they hear it? We can't hear it though. Oh, okay. So watch this. It's playing right now, Steve. So hang tight. So I'll give you the play-by-play since you can't see it. The guy is by home plate, and while the national anthem is being sung. And they could definitely hear it. So this painter has got 2 brushes and he's working feverishly fast. And he's got a black canvas that's on an easel. I was going to say an easel. So now he's painting, and he has to finish the painting by the time the Star Spangled Banner is completed. And they're showing the Mud Hens with their hats across their chest, and they're looking at him, and he's working feverishly fast. And I tried as hard as I could, and I couldn't figure out what this guy was painting. And you'll have to watch this when you get a chance, Steve. I'll send it to you so you don't have to. I wouldn't want you to watch the Steve Square show. Not even once. So they're coming to the end. They're doing "Oh Say," that's the last 2 lines, and then he's going to. You'll see what he did. Now wait, don't give it away, Jeff, because Jeff might be starting to see what he thinks it might be. Now wait for it to finish. Of the 3, and now here we go.
Is it an actual mud hen from Toledo?
Wow.
No, better. Better than a mud hen. So, Steve, did you see Jeff gave Mission Impossible? He went to go see it, gave it 2 thumbs up.
Really? Okay, so this is what happened.
Uh-oh.
Someone my friend Art, I went to the movies with the other night.
Okay.
He originally went to see Mission Impossible.
Right.
And I, okay.
Okay.
And he said, I could tell by your text, you really don't want to see this, do you? It's not that I don't want to see it. It's just, I don't know. I have Tom Cruise fatigue.
I hear you. You can never get too much Tom Cruise. I'm even on his Scientology. I'm on his Scientology list. I'm on his Instagram Scientology list. We talk all the time.
I love old Tom Cruise, but he's just become this comic book movie guy. It's just, he's a good actor. I've seen him act, and I'm just kind of tired of these Mission Impossible. That's the only movies he's done outside of Top Gun, in the last few years.
Right.
So I was like, this is all this guy does. I mean, God.
Really? He did a little Jack Reacher, but that was a while ago.
Yeah.
The same type of thing. Same stuff. Yeah.
He was miscast for that part.
Yeah, yes.
Never read the book, and now the Amazon Prime version.
I like
is
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Amazon.
This guy, yeah,
that
yeah.
guy's good. I forget.
So
But
instead of seeing Mission Impossible,
you saw Lilo and Stitch.
no, I did not. Do you know what I went to go see? Does
Sinners.
anyone want to take a guess?
Not the day after. Wait, I'll tell you right now. I know what you went to go see. I got the list right in front of me. You went to see Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Ask Jeff. Jeff has a good instinct with movies and stuff.
What do you think Steve went to go see? Sinners.
No, I saw that. That was fantastic.
It was good, right?
And I will see that again.
All right. How
Sinners
about,
was really good.
well, you know, first of all, I'm taking you have to see Karate. You will see Karate Kid with me, right?
Oh God,
Steve, you owe me that.
Karate Kid.
Thunderbolts.
Okay, no.
The Last Rodeo.
No.
What did you see?
Went to see this movie with Paul Rudd
Oh.
and Tim Robinson, who is this. Well, he was the Saturday Night Live cast member for about a year, and they never used him. They didn't know what to do with him, and he left SNL, and he ended up doing, I think, some shows for Adult Swim or something like that, and he's just crazy. And so they put him in this movie with Kate Mara.
What's it called?
Anyone hear Friendship?
Friendship. Yeah, it's on the list.
Yes.
Never heard of it.
Yes.
It's Jeff never heard of it. I'll tell you how
It's really weird,
Okay.
but it was very good.
Friendship. All right. So you guys, you made your friend who wanted to see Mission Impossible. You took him to see Friendship.
I did not. He said he was nice. I was going to go see Mission Impossible. Says, I could tell by your text you don't want to see this. I didn't say anything. No, you didn't answer me for the last day, so I obviously.
Do you see the way we now communicate? It used to be I could tell by your voice. Now it's I could tell by your text.
Just
right?
The silence.
Do you see the way relationships have changed?
Yeah.
Right? It used to be I could tell by your voice. Now it's I could tell by your text. We're in a different world.
I mean, I wasn't going to say no to Mission Impossible, but, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't want the energy to say do anything, and I was busy. You know, I'm working. I didn't want to.
Now, Steve, I don't know if you heard this.
What's that?
But Massapequa Park is the greatest place to live in the world.
Go figure.
In New York.
In New York.
That's like crazy.
In the world. On Earth. Joe Saladino gave a beautiful social media message to the.
And Joe's probably even more excited. Not only does the town of Oyster Bay have the number one place to live in New York, but the number three place to live in New York. Which is Hicksville.
And coming
number three.
And coming up right behind that, number 1,397th is Wyandanch. So
I'm still trying to figure out how Lindenhurst got in that top tier.
Lindenhurst.
Swindlehurst is all right.
Lindenhurst? But that's not even Nassau County.
No, it's not. But it's
okay. It's the New York thing. Are they in New York, Lindenhurst? It is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I know I know.
And Calamityville's over there.
Calamityville. I like that. One of my favorite movies. Now, we covered a lot, Steve. We were going over our favorite, since it is Memorial Day, and I'm wearing. I know you can't see me. I'm donning. What do you think I'm wearing, Steve, for Memorial Day? You know me.
You're wearing. I know you very well. You're definitely wearing your dumbbell shirt.
Well, I'm wearing my dumbbell shirt, but what am I wearing in honor of Memorial Day?
Flag.
I'm wearing my red, white, and blue headband.
Oh, that you use for such special occasions as the Rocky Run.
As the Rocky Run or Memorial Day. I bring it out for big time. Now, Steve, we were going over our favorite one-liners in movies. Do you know, first of all, Steve, I did tell you this, right? Jeff has never seen Godfather. You knew this, right?
We talked about this before.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Crazy.
Never.
But this is even more crazy. Before we're getting ready to go on, I see this thing in Jeff's corner of his room here. And it looks like a drafting table. And then he tells me it's a
Hammered dulcimer.
A hammered dulcimer. Do you know what that is?
Something they use in metal shows.
In metal shows?
Metal shows?
A
Heavy
hammered.
metal shows. I don't know. I took a guess.
Well, it's an instrument. From
a dulcimer. Yes.
like a
See, he knows.
like medieval.
Right.
Yes, Celtic-ish or medieval Lord of the Rings type of thing.
Right.
Which I think I'm going to start playing. And I was interested in. I was thinking of forming a band, a medieval rock Celtic band.
I mean, you know what, Steve? Let's just do a whole show. Let's go Middle Earth.
Let's go Middle Earth.
We'll wear long hair wigs and
Let's do it.
know,
I'm not scared.
Exactly.
Now, Massapequa, just again, quickly, because we're running out of time. Massapequa Park. Tell me what you enjoy the most. I mean, there's so many things Massapequa has to offer. It's got its rich heritage of serial killers, wife on mafioso attempted murders.
They didn't kill anyone in Massapequa.
You almost sounded like we're gonna need a bigger boat. They didn't kill anyone in Massapequa.
One big guy lived in Massapequa. Never caused any trouble in Massapequa.
All right, but yes, we're known from.
And he died. He died.
The Stray Cats.
There you go.
Jerry Seinfeld. The Baldwins.
Jerry Seinfeld, right?
Park or Massapequa?
Are they from Massapequa or Massapequa Park?
Oh, that's true. Wait, the Baldwins are not from Massapequa. Jerry is from Massapequa Park.
All right, we'll let him in the group then. He's in the club.
Okay.
Now, before I look at this, Steve, did you have a favorite? Did you see this the Pee Wee Herman documentary?
I just did. Let me tell you.
I watched it. I did.
Yeah, I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, very good, right?
Yes, very good.
Very interesting. It was a 3-part, I think, right?
3-part.
Yeah, 3-part on HBO.
2.
What was it?
2 parts.
Oh, 2 parts. Dos. On HBO. Which is where I like to get all my bio, by the way. My documentary is going to be on that. HBO.
That's right.
They're doing away now. It's not going to be called HBO Max anymore, or just Max.
No, it's not going to be. No, they took HBO off and they just decided to call it Max. Now
it's going back.
These geniuses figured, I guess HBO is a good. Some sort of.
Yes. So now it's going back to HBO.
Yeah, they're idiots.
This is their big ideas. This is what they're making millions to sit in a room and do. So did you see the Kermit the Frog commencement speech?
I did not. I saw it, but I didn't watch the videos. How was it?
It was very good and touching and moving. And I told Jeff the only problem I have is you can really hear the difference in the voice. And I guess I'm more attached to the nostalgic Jim Henson.
I mean,
I get it.
Jim is dead.
Wow.
They're doing the best they can.
You know what, Steve? Yeah. That's not good enough. With all AI now, bring him back.
Dig him up.
No, that's really not necessary. I really don't want AI at all.
It's not easy being green. Great. So give me a great one-liner. What's your favorite one-liner from a movie? I mean, you don't have to
need
have
a bigger boat.
Well, we talked about that. We already mentioned we're going to need a bigger boat.
Badges. We don't need no stinking badges.
There you go.
There you go.
That's a good one. We talked about we had nobody puts baby in a corner.
That's right. That's a good one.
We remember the one me and you did on the video. I feel the need. The need for speed.
For speed.
You talking to me? You talking to me? And of course, I'll be back. I'll be back.
And for everyone on the fringe from the great movies, this is Spinal Tap.
Yes.
This one goes to 11.
That is a good one.
Spinal Tap 2 coming soon.
Yes. Are you excited? I can't wait.
Spinal Tap 2.
Yeah, I'm going to see that.
Is Michael McKeon involved in it?
Yeah, they're all involved with it. They showed a picture of him in costume. He looked hysterical. It was ridiculous what he was wearing, but it makes you want to really look forward to seeing this movie. I don't think I ever laughed
That's a
I
great.
honestly don't think I've ever laughed as much as I.
We were
laughed
actually
at
just
that
talking
movie.
about space.
The
We were just
movie.
talking about Spaceballs a little bit too, but that's Spinal Tap is yes. Now
No, I just remember it was just absolutely
it's classic.
hysterical.
Now, Steve, I'm just going to run through this fast. You give me a yay or a nay. There's some concerts to see here. Dave Matthews Band. I know what Jeff feels about that.
You know, let's all go see a Dave Matthews show. Come on.
All right.
Let's not.
These are who's coming to the
What would
beach.
you say?
What about Kansas and 38 Special?
38 special, I'd like to see.
Tito Puente Jr.
It's not Tito Puente, though.
No, it's Tito Puente Jr.
It's not the real Tito. Tito Puente's dead. What?
No, this is
I mean-
Junior.
I saw Tito Puente. Why do I need to see Tito Puente Jr.?
What? Why not?
Who the hell are they?
I saw Ken Griffey. I see Ken Griffey Jr.
Wait. Jeff doesn't know who Tito Puente is?
What the hell is Tito Puente?
God.
You know who Tito Puente is.
Oh, Tito Puente.
He's that great
Oh, my God.
Latin
Drummer,
salsa drummer. He
percussionist.
plays the drums. He's
Why would I know that?
why would I know what a Dushendorf is? He asked me about Tito Puente, but I should know. He looked at me like I had 3 heads when I said, "What the hell is a Dushendorf?"
He's got a son who's doing his music.
Got to be kidding me, Jeff. You're off
He's
the
got
show. Get off.
He has a daughter.
I'm finishing this
he
up
has a
myself.
daughter who's a weatherman, a weather woman.
The Beach Boys with John Stamos, Steve.
Oh, you know, I don't know. I'm over the Beach Boys now.
What about
I mean,
Cyndi
that's-
Lauper?
Oh, wow.
Cyndi Lauper, I think I would go see.
Isn't he
Yes.
retired?
What else is there? I'm trying to get something else for you guys. I feel bad. I want something else for you guys to see. I know. Hey, do you guys? I didn't know if you knew this, but there seems to be an uptake of Long Islanders wanting to go on an African safari, and if that's the case, you can do this. There's a place here on Long Island that'll book it for you, and they'll get you all set up for a South African safari in Cape Town or Johannesburg. This is not bad. $200 to $300. You're guaranteed to see a lion, a tiger, a bear.
Oh, my.
Thank you. And they said it even includes a one hospital stay when your arm is ripped off.
Just one?
1 night free hospital stay when they look for your appendage in the African jungle.
Can I negotiate too?
Now I've seen.
Would you go there? Would you go there, Steve?
Well, Jeff won't because he doesn't fly.
You won't. Will you go? Are you gonna go to South Africa?
Would you go?
I think I'd rather go to North Korea.
What?
How about that, Steve? Let's go to North Korea.
Then South. I don't want to stay. What am I going to see in North Korea?
You got to go to the DMZ.
You know what? I hear the opportunities there are endless in film and.
Oh, I'm sure they are, but I'd rather go to South Africa.
You had your chance.
I almost
You
ended
could've
there.
been-
I almost ended up there. It says here, pack light if your trip includes a local flight. It says plan to dress in layers,
Ooh.
and you can.
Oh yeah, because it got cold.
Yeah, you know the mornings when you go out on the
closer to
safari.
You're closer to the. Yeah.
Now they say the best place in the world next to South Africa is Massapequa Park to go on a safari.
See?
So I saw that right up.
Yeah, because they say if you go early enough in the morning, you might see not only bunnies in the wild of Massapequa Park. Did you ever see a wild bunny in the heartland of Massapequa Park?
You might see a pop
I
on
just
someone's
did
highway.
last night. Yes.
Yeah, you see bunnies, possum, raccoons, and if you're lucky, on a hot summer night. On a hot summer night. That's my meatloaf in verse.
God.
Jeff is very angry
On
with
a
me.
hot summer night.
On a hot, would you give your life?
Would you give
Looking
your?
at John Travolta film and like, I'm out of here.
He hits my hair. My hair. No.
7:35.
You'd see. I'm sorry. Jeff's already counting me out. You'd see. You might see a slug in the wild.
The hook is coming.
A slug. You might get to see a nice Long Island slug, made at Long Island's own
This is the
slug
material
factory.
you have it- This is the material you have at 7:34. Oh my god.
Slug material. Anyway, I want to do this one thing before. I know we're running over, but this is the last thing. It says, this is important. It says how to save a pet's life. And it's a thing here. You can look at this up. It's, how do you know it's giving CPR to your dog or cat? Did you know about this?
I saw that you could do that.
Yes, you can do this. It says, how do you give CPR to a dog or cat? It says chest compressions are given to dogs and cats while they are lying on their side. It says, but certain dogs, like the Jim's dog, don't even bother. No, I'm just kidding. But but dogs with wide chests, such as an English bulldog, can be lying on their back.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's safe to give CPR to a dog or cat. It says, yes, the potential for benefit is far greater than the potential for harm. And it says, can CPR be done on other pets? Like if you have, maybe you have a pet cougar in your garage.
Yes, I may have a mountain lion in my backyard.
I have a anaconda, and it doesn't look well. I think it's choking. Can I give an anaconda the Heimlich?
Can I give a rattlesnake mouth to mouth?
I don't know. Can you? Oh, I thought that was a joke. Anyway, so Steve, what are you doing on Memorial Day? Did you barbecue?
No, I did something really fun.
What did you do?
I went to work.
No. Now, was it? What did they give anything special for Memorial Day? Did they?
No.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing to honor our vets. I like what old Beth Page does. They recreate the storming of Normandy with real guns and bullets, real everything.
I really?
Yeah, you have to. You sign a waiver.
Uh-huh.
And it's fun for the kids, for everybody. You see just how D-Day was.
Oh, sure.
They do it all over again.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. They really want you to get the feel.
What do they use for the boats, the transport boats?
Oh, no, they use I donate my kayak. And they go across the deep streams of the South Bay. The South Bay. They do it over the you know. Over the
With
night.
your kayak and your spoon.
Yippee kayak, mother. That was one of my favorite lines. Yippee kayak, mother foe.
Wow.
You can't say that on Governor's Radio?
You can't say that. I don't like to curse on the radio. I know Jeff does. Jeff is very liberal with his cursing.
Governors.
It's Governors. It's Gov's Radio. You could curse.
Come on.
Steve,
Live a little.
Steve,
Oh, I curse
Steve
enough off the air, believe me. Just ask my
says
family.
Family's listening, so we.
I have family, and yes, I have people listening, Jeff. I have to keep some modicum of you know.
He cursed in front of a mother and daughter in a comedy club, open mic night one night, and he's been traumatized ever since.
I have been traumatized. I try to keep the show clean. It's a family show. It's a family show. I like families to enjoy. Right now, my dream is that people are in the backyard barbecuing with marshmallows, roasting over an open pit, enjoying our show.
So I need the sense of
Steve,
Well, it's too late for that.
I've learned that Steve has a rule for this show, and we all need to think WWJD. What would Jack LaLanne do?
That's right. That is correct. And you know what? When you have one rule, as Steve said, when you give a man a rule, when you give a man an inch, he thinks he's a ruler. Do you know what that's from, Steve? As we end on that note,
I thought it was a Steve original.
I'd like to take credit for that. If you give a man an inch, he thinks he's a ruler. I will.
History of the world?
No, I'll give it away by saying this. You know, Chief, if you give a man an inch, he thinks he's a ruler.
Get smart?
Get smart. The great Don Adams.
Don Adams.
So we'll leave it on that as one of my favorite one-liners.
That's great. I'm glad I called in.
I'm glad you called in. I was hoping. I was getting worried. It was 7:14, and we had to play that video. I'm sorry we took some time away from you.
I know. It was a rough day.
It was a hectic in the bush.
Yes.
There's a lot of red tape in the bush.
A lot of red tape in the bush.
A lot of red. There are flames on my car. You know what that?
Oh my God! Yes, I love that movie.
Jeff knows it.
Flames on my car.
Sheldon, there are flames on my
These giant tsetse flies picked up little children and then
giant tsetse flies. There are giant tsetse flies in the bush. Enormous. There are enormous tsetse flies.
Tremendous. Unfortunately, there's a lot of red tape.
There's a lot of red tape in the serpentine. There goes Dad with his mysterious phone call. What'd you say, kid? What'd you say? Those phone calls put you through college.
The In-Laws, a great movie.
The In-Laws, yes. And of course, that was another one they debacled with a horrible sequel.
Oh, I would never watch.
Do you know? I can't even. I won't even justify because I can't even remember the whole quote when they're in the car when Peter Falk is in the car with Alan Arkin in the Banana Republic Island somewhere, and he's talking about the sandwiches they get.
Yes. Yes.
It's such brilliant.
Yes. So in case anybody can't hear or does not know through our laughter, we're talking about the wonderful classic, the original The In-Laws.
That is a great movie.
Peter Falk, Alan Arkin. Go rent it, watch it. Maybe it's on Prime.
Do you know they were the Huntley, the Walter Cronkite of China?
Yes.
Oh my God! Don't let me die on West 35th Street.
Well, at least he goes. He's got the picture of him with the president. He goes, "You were with the president." He goes, "At least we tried." At least Oh, look, Sheldon. I hate to bother you. Do you have a minute? I'm right now. I'm in the middle of a. It will. I hate to ask and bother you, but if you have a minute, I'm running, and there are men shooting at me.
The Bay of Pigs.
The Bay of Pigs. At least we tried. We could talk about that forever. Anyway, let's chop it up. We're gonna wrap it up now on this Memorial Day edition of the Steve Square Show. Hey, Steve.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling in, buddy.
I appreciate
You
it.
always make it worthwhile.
Good to
It's
hear from
all
you,
you,
Steve.
buddy.
Jeff says hey, and he says he'll talk to you. Says hey.
Absolutely.
All right, gang. Thanks, Steve-O.
All right, Steve.
I'll talk to you later. Boop. Doop. And I dropped Steve. He was calling again. So that's it. We'll wrap it up. Another fun fiesta of a show. Good show. Got a lot of stuff done. One-liners. How to save it. We told you how to save your pet, save your vet, save your pet. What a show.
Now I want to watch The In-Laws.
Now you got to watch The In-Laws. Good show. That's a good for a laugh. And The Day on a Laugh. Get it on Amazon. It's such a funny show.
Mm-hmm.
Think of your favorite one-liner from a movie. And let us know on the Stephen R. Kaminsky Instagram. We love to hear from you.
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean. This show is about Ajax. We keep it clean, Mr. Clean. So for my compadre Steve, who called in, for Jeff the man, who's the production, he's the Rembrandt of putting this all together. And thank you for playing that clip.
Sure.
I hope you enjoyed that clip. It was fantastic. See that again. It's the Toledo Mud Hens, this artist. I got his name? I got to give him a shout out because he's fantastic. Do I have his name? I don't have his name. I sent it to Jeff. And let me see if I just have his name really quick. Oh, how could they not say his name? Oh, his name was...
It's written right on the thing.
Where?
You go back.
Oh, his name is Joe Everson. Joe Everson. Joe Everson, wonderful artist, street artist. Really, sorry, I just wanted to shoot his name in there because what he did was fantastic. And it was just really cool.
Great job.
And I thought it was apropos to show it today on Memorial Day. And we're not going to say what it was because I want you to watch it. And for myself, Funny Man Stevie K, have a nice rest of the Memorial Day weekend, and we'll see you next week, 6:30 on the Steve Square Show.
Peace out, y'all.
Later.